What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another challenge run video. And in today's video, we are going to go ahead and take on Pokemon Firered with only a single Beedrill. Now, if you guys do enjoy these videos, make sure to hit that like button for me, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you would like to see for the next challenge run. But going on into the challenge, starting off with the rules, we can only use Beedrill in battle. HM mons are going to be allowed and necessary. No items in battle other than Pokeballs and held items, as well as no glitches or exploits to make the challenge easier. Looking at his base stats, where his attack and special defense and speed are good, everything else is pretty lackluster with only a total of 385. Moveset, also not that great. Pin Missile and Pursuit are going to be our best moveset from level ups, and our TMs are also pretty lackluster. I mean, we get Hidden Power, as well as, Brick Break might be useful at some point, but for the most part, definitely not the greatest TMs. So, but guys, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. I know I already said it once this video, what you would like to see next, and also if you have any input that might help make me, make this challenge a little bit more interesting, I would definitely be open to hearing that as well. But grabbing our Beedrill, we decided to nickname it Bumblebee. Thought it was a pretty fitting nickname, even though it's technically not a Bumblebee. But hey, it's a bee, works out. He does have a naughty nature with the Swarm ability, which ups his bug type moves. So I don't know if that was the best nature. I still am working on figuring out the best way to find that out. I'm sure if I Google it, it'll work. But our first rival battle, it's pretty easy. Took him out with Fury Attack, and that left us down to Brock. Now, Brock, I had to attempt this run probably, I think it was like 15 times or so, until we got to level 20. That was the only way I was able to beat him with Twin Needle, which the battle here is super easy. But even at level 19, I was not standing a chance. I couldn't get off enough damage, and I was getting taken out in one hit. So that's why it had to be that way, unfortunately. But, we had to go ahead and grab our Helix Fossil before taking on Misty's gym. And we're at level 22 at this point, and it's a pretty simple battle with Twin Needle. Just take them both out. This was our first attempt at Misty, which was pretty nice. So, after going ahead and taking out the first rival fight that I completely did not record because I forgot. I know it took me a bunch of attempts. We came on to the SSN to take out this rival fight at level 27. And here, this battle took me like 7 or 8 tries to get through at level 28 because I was trying to keep my level as low as possible early in the run. That way, later in the run when we needed to level up, I didn't feel like like I was over leveled too awfully much. So that's why we were level 27. And after rubbing the captain's shoulders to get cut, it is time to take on Lieutenant Surge. And Surge's gym didn't really scare me all that much. We got through the trainers pretty easily. We're at level 28, and it did take me a few attempts to actually get through Lieutenant Surge, but I knew I could do it. It was just figuring out the best strategy and not getting paralyzed a bunch, which happened our first few runs. This was run number 5 that we got through, so not too terribly bad. And again, I didn't think it was going to take too many. But our next gym is obviously going to be Erica. That's our next step here. I knew Erica wasn't going to be too big of a threat for us. At least that's what I thought, until it took me 25 attempts to even get one run where I took out the Victory Bell. And then, we're at level 34 at this point. I had to level up a lot to even get to this point. And even at level 34, this was my 45th attempt at this. I just couldn't. The paralysis is what messed me up every time. And now that we got Pin Missile, that is going to be a little bit better than Twin Needle. Twin Needle isn't very strong, where Pin Missile will attack more than once. That helps us out tremendously. And I ended up learning it over Fury Attack just so we have another bug type. We did win, but that was definitely harder than it needed to be. Again, I was trying to do it at the lowest level. So now we have our first encounter with Giovanni. Didn't heal after going through the Rocket Hideout. I was like, well, we should be able to do this pretty easily. We're at level 36, and this was my 5th attempt. Had pretty good attempts every other time, so that's why I didn't decide to level up anymore. I knew I just needed that one run to where Bumblebee would live on just enough HP, and he lived on at 7 HP, which was good enough to win us the fight. Now we have the Lavender Tower rival fight, and again at level 37. This battle, I had really good runs followed by really bad ones. Like, I would have some where I'd get to the Charmeleon, and it would just immediately take me out in one shot. And then finally I got this, and then I'd have other runs where I'd get to the Charmeleon, and the Gyarados would take me out. So, but after that, we got through that one pretty easily. But after that, we had to go save Mr. Fiji. I've heard it pronounced 2 different ways. however you'd like to pronounce it. It's cool with me. We decided it was time to go ahead and do the Silphco battle. And the first time I attempted this rival fight, which is going to be the most important fight here, I was level 42. And I was like, all right, I can do this. I had the first few mons are really easy to get through, so I was really confident. And then it was his Charizard, which surprisingly, I got a critical hit on this one, which definitely saved the run. And Gyarados went down in 2 shots. That was the first time I ever made it to the Gyarados. And I was ready to pull my hair out at this point. I was so excited. That's like, I don't live commentate these. I voice over them. But I was so excited. I wish you guys could see the expression, hear the expression on my voice, because I was not expecting to take this. I mean, I've been trying this rival fight for like an hour. I even messaged CVC on Twitter. If you guys don't know who that is, definitely go check him out. He does challenge runs as well. But just to see if, get any help from him. And basically, it was level up. That was our only hope. But going on to our second Giovanni fight. Again, this fight was not the easiest fight. Luckily, I saved after the rival fight. But this one looked easy, but it was just all about the run that we was able to do it with. So next up, we have Sabrina, and Sabrina was not going to be an issue for us at all. Had no worries because of our moveset and the fact that she is a psychic type trainer. I was like, not going to be worried. I ended up running into a trainer or two in her gym before actually getting to her, but I just went ahead and saved and went on with the fight as it was. So let's go ahead and hop in. We got the Kadabra, which went down with a Pursuit and a Twin Needle. Next up was the Mr. Mime, went down 1-shot. Alakazam was also a 1-shot. And then Venomoth was next, 1 return, and that ends Sabrina, giving us our 6th gym badge. Now we have Koga. Sorry, that was our 5th gym badge. We have Koga. And Koga I never worry about Koga in these challenge runs, at least as of yet. But this time I should have. This was my 19th attempt. And I've been keeping count. That's how I know these. But yeah, he was getting on my nerves. It was just Explosion. That's what it was. Explosion kept destroying me. And we had Blaine. I'm at level 69 against Blaine. And I had to double team. That was my only hope of getting through here. It was just getting a run to where I could get all my double teams set up. And still his, Rapidash and his Arcanine actually miss attacks was the hard part. This took me almost 100 attempts to beat Blaine. Just because even with the double team, I just couldn't get him. He would still land his attacks and destroy my Beedrill. But luckily we got through it. And now we only have 1 gym badge left, being our last fight with Giovanni. And at level 70, just because of the trainers we had to fight in his gym, went down. This was my first attempt on Giovanni. This was the easiest gym leader I had about the whole game. And that actually surprised me, was that the fact that our last gym was the easiest one for me to take out. But we have one more rival fight before the Elite Four. And this is where I felt our luck was starting to change. This was my first attempt at this rival fight. I went at level 71. I was like, let's just see what we can do. His wing attack's going to hurt a lot. Got his Pidgeot taken down, not an issue. I don't have any bug moves at this time, which looking back, I should have kept one. And I'll explain why in the future. But the Charizard didn't miss his attack. And then I was able to take out the Gyarados with Giga Drain pretty easily. And this is, like I said, our first attempt. And I was so surprised that I was able to actually get through this rival fight easily. I thought I was going to level up a little bit more. But moving on to Agatha. Not Agatha, Lorelei. And at this point, I've grinded up to level 95 because this is not my first attempt at the Elite Four. It took me forever to get through this Elite Four. So going through Lorelei, and the first few are easy. The reason I'm such a high level now is because I needed to level up for Lance and the final member of the Elite Four, the champion fight. So it makes these early ones super easy, but I have no way of leveling up once I make it past that point without having to redo the entire Elite Four. So at a lower level, I was able to take out Lorelei and Bruno pretty easily, as they are the first two, and they're always easy. I mean, you're already so overleveled, and Bruno, does he ever really put up a fight with anybody? If we're being honest. So, take out the Machamp pretty easily there, and the Hitmonlee is his last Mon, so that is the end of the Bruno fight. Oh, no, it's not. We have Onyx. See, he's so weak, I don't even remember how many Mons he has. But yes, that was a pretty easy fight. And then we have Agatha. Agatha actually put up quite a fight for me. and was actually a little bit troublesome for a little bit. The first time I actually beat her, I was at level 90. Now, obviously, I'm not level 95 now. If you guys would like to see those failed attempts, let me know, and I can definitely leave them in, make these videos a little bit longer. But here at level 95, the Gengar went down with 1 pursuit. We had Golbot go down with 1 return. Pursuit on the Haunter actually lived it, surprisingly, so had to take him out with 2 of those, and then Gengar almost messed up and went for return, and then we got put to sleep. That's what was so hard about her, was the putting me to sleep, and then the Dream Meter. That was what made her so difficult. And for the Lance fight, when I say it took me over 150 attempts to beat Lance, and this is at level 96. I'm not kidding. And every time I lost, I don't save in between the Elite Four members. I go all the way back through it, just in case I need levels. I don't want to be stuck. And when I say they took me over, I was ready to give up. I'm not going to lie. I was ready to just say, let's get to level 100 and try it then. But I was determined to stay under level 100. And finally, we got this run. The luck out of nowhere. Breaking through the paralysis all the time. Didn't die from the Aerodactyl and the Dragonite. That's what was giving me so much trouble to begin with. And this time, I actually did save before the champion. Because normally I don't do it. But I was like, look, if I can't beat him at 96, I'm not going to beat him at all. And I safe stated before the champion. I am so glad I did, because we got absolutely destroyed every time through this. It took me another almost 100 attempts to beat the champion. Where this fight, it's looking easy. His Charizard, even at 96, if he goes for Flamethrower, can one-shot me. And then his Executor likes to put me to sleep. So that's where I was running into trouble. Even at 96, his Beedrill stats are so bad, I can get one shot. And then being put to sleep was just nothing I could do at that point. So guys, we were able to beat the champion at level 96 with only Bumblebee, the Beedrill. So again, guys, if you do enjoy these challenge runs, make sure you hit that like button, as well as subscribe to the channel for more of these challenge runs coming your way. And leave a suggestion down below, and let me know what you would like to see us do for the next run. I'm definitely taking suggestions. This was actually suggested by one of you guys from the Bulbasaur only run we did a few weeks ago. But again, guys, until I do enjoy these, so make sure you hit that like button, show me that you do as well. Share these with all your friends and anybody else that you think might enjoy challenge runs as well. And I do try to keep them short, but if you want me to add more into them, like the failed runs and stuff like that, let me know, and I will definitely do that. But with that being said, guys, until next time, have a great day, and as always, stay safe.